All right. So our Teams thing doesn't automatically accept joiners. So if I'm getting up and checking things, I'm sorry for that, but I'm just admitting some virtual people. Well, welcome to Restorative Yoga. If it's your first time, it's going to be a nice and easy class today. We're going to kind of focus around the weather. So like really slow, easy winter poses today. What's a winter pose? You'll find out. Well, really, very accessible. I explained a little bit before class, but these bolsters and your blocks are used as a prop to kind of help your accessibility. If your fold isn't quite what it was yesterday or a couple years ago, that's okay. We've got things that kind of help you out. We're going to start in a tall seat with some simple mantras, which are kind of like quotes you can say to yourself. If at any time throughout practice you need something to kind of bring you back into your space, to ground you, to realign you with your intention for class, maybe one of these will stick out to you. Sit up tall, place your hands in your lap or anywhere that's comfortable, and if you'd like to, you can blink your eyes or focus on the space. Take a breath in, sit a little bit taller, and exhale. Like nice and tall. Let it out. Next one, breathe in, nice, all the way to the top. Controlled exhale. And quietly in your head, you can repeat these mantras after me. I release tension to invite relaxation. I release tension to invite relaxation. I release resistance and invite the flow. I release resistance and invite the flow. And one more. I release busyness to invite healing. I release busyness to invite healing. Full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Blink the eyes open. All right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's take that energy. Press the palms together. Hands come down to your heart space as you exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. We'll do 3 of those. And exhale, hands to the heart. Last one, breathe out and up. And down through your heart space. Once more, if it's comfortable, blink your eyes closed here. As you settle from the first half of your day, coming into this space on your yoga mat, maybe a new space, maybe some new community, I invite you to take that newness with you and venture into it a little bit. Maybe you'll try some new things, think some new things, or maybe a new thing is yet to come for you. Any intention that speaks to you in this moment, take that with you through your practice. If you need a little inspiration, I love the intention of grounding, bringing you back to your space, back to the 4 corners of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, let the hands fall. We're going to take all 4s and settle into child's pose. So if you've got that bolster, have some time for it, you can bring it underneath the belly, long ways. Bring the knees wide. Come back to your heels. Y'all know where you're going. Arms come forward over the mat through the spine. And I encourage you to take big full breaths here with your inhales. Really feeling the rib cage expand. Feeling the lungs inflate. And then slow and controlled exhales on the way out. We'll take a few moments here just to breathe. Stay here if this feels comfortable for you. If you'd like a little side body flexion, walk your hands off the right side of your mat, keeping your hips and lower body the same. Maybe the left hand stacks on top of the right. Feel that stretch from the left pinky down the left arm, left side body, and really sink your left hip away from the wrist, stretching the body like taffy. Full breath in. Exhale, crawl through center. Arms come off the left side of the mat, maybe right hand stacks on top. Nice gentle care getting into this shape. Big breath in. Exhale, settle in. As you feel balanced, left to right, go ahead and come on through center here. Press your fingertips into the mat. Raise the palms of the mat up, kind of like you're playing a piano, really dramatically. Really press the fingertips into the earth. Breathe in nice and full. And exhale, release the hands. Release the forehead to the mat if it touches. Excuse me. And from here, we're going to come up to a seat real quick. We're going to get into a puppy pose. You can stay in child's pose where we just were if that's comfortable for you. Puppy pose here, we're going to stack the knees over the hips and then walk the hands out. And we're going to bring the chest down towards the earth here. So if you need that bolster underneath the chest, that's a great option. We're keeping the hips over the knees as best as comfortable for you and really opening through the chest and shoulders. If the arms straight up doesn't feel good, you can move your arms to more of a Y shape for a little bit more space through the chest to open up and breathe. Full breath in. And exhale, sit on back to your child's pose here, just for a moment. Stacking up onto all fours, coming into a tabletop. Last little thing on the knees here. Take the right arm, spiral it up to the sky. Reach the right hand to the sky, roll out through the wrist. Breathe in. And as you exhale, take the right arm, tuck it under the left here. Yes, right side body comes to the earth, maybe right temple reaches. And just breathe here for a moment. You can keep your left hand where it is in front of the face if that's comfortable. Or maybe if you want to twist a little bit more, you can reach that left arm to the sky. And maybe back alongside the body. There you go. Wherever feels good here. Really opening through the chest and shoulders. Breathe out. Inhale, reach the arm up to the sky. Exhale, hand to the mat. Right arm comes out, unthread, reach up to the sky. And replace that right arm here. Evening out on the other side, left hand reaches up, roll out to the wrist. Breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle here. Left arm comes under the right. Temple maybe comes to the earth. Excuse me. Stay there if that feels great. If you want to take that right arm and wrap it around as you did on the other side, you could do that here too. Breathe out. Inhale, the right arm unwinds. Press into the mat, left arm comes to the sky with your breath in. And exhale to all fours here. Quick little cat-cow with the breath. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin. Press into the earth here. Feel the separation between the shoulder blades. Breathe out. And breathe in, drop the belly. Pick the chin up, lift the tailbone to the sky. And now move with your breath. Your exhale, you arch the back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. And you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin and tailbone. Move through this a couple times. Your breath, your movement. Go ahead and finish your cycle here. One more cat, one more cow. And then coming to a neutral spine here. Take a breath in. And exhale, we're going to come onto our bellies. Shifting into a Sphinx posture. Elbows are going to come underneath the shoulders. Hands are going to stretch out from the elbows here. Proud chest. Pull the shoulders a little bit back on the back line of the body and lift the crown of the head to the sky. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Hold here. Press the tops of your feet into the mat for a little more engagement if you'd like that. One more breath in. Breathe out. Stack the arms on top of one another. Rest the head one way or the other. If you feel any tightness in your low back, you can bend the heels towards the glutes and windshield wiper them side to side. One more pass at Sphinx pose here. Prop yourself back up on your elbows. Let's try this one active all together. So just like we did in child's pose where we press all our fingertips down, let's do that and keep the palms on the mat as well. Really press into there. And then press the tops of the feet into the mat as well. And like a magnet on the top of your head, lift the crown of the head to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, release, hands on the mat. Turn your head the other direction here for balance. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another moment here. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto our backs. Flip on over like a pancake. Take your time. As you come into this position, let yourself settle. Let your spine feel long. And release any hold in the muscles, letting yourself feel heavy and supported in this space. Maybe bring your hands to the body, bringing yourself back to grounding. Maybe you close the eyes to release any distractions. Or maybe you simply just continue with your breath. When you're ready, extend your legs and arms long, full body stretch here. From the tips to the toes, roll through the wrists to the ankles. This next shape we're going to get into is called banana asana. So think like a banana. Walk your feet off the right side of the mat. And maybe you cross the left ankle over the right. And then walk the hands and wrists off the right side of the mat. Maybe that left wrist grabs onto the right. You don't have to be the curviest banana here. Kind of just start to feel that sensation on the left side body. Kind of like we did at the beginning of our practice with the child's pose bends. And we seek a similar sensation here. Once you've found your level of comfort, I challenge you to stillness, and I challenge you to find your breath. Another breath here. And as you exhale, come back to midline, stretching the body nice and long.
Stay here as long as you need to. And when you're ready to balance it out, you can walk your feet off the left side of the mat and begin to rebuild as you did. Maybe the right hand grabs onto the left wrist. Again, let go of any hold, any tension in the muscles. Know that you're supported in this space. You can let go, you can release. Once you feel balanced, left or right, come back to that long body stretch here. Really reach to the top of the room, reach your toes to the bottom. And curl yourself up into a tiny ball here, bringing the knees towards the chest, wrapping your arms around the legs. You can keep your spine long on the mat, keep your head on the mat. And if it feels good, kind of gentle rock side to side with the knees. Maybe a low back massage here feels good. If it doesn't, you don't have to. And then the next time you rock towards the right side of the mat, go ahead and let your knees fall. You've got your block and your bolster there. You can prop them underneath your knees if you'd like to, and you can let your arms go here. Enjoying this little spinal twist. Okay. On your next couple of breaths, bring that left shoulder back towards the mat. Really encouraging that twist here. If you find that anytime with the twist you're not able to take a full breath in, maybe take a little bit of effort out of your twist and a little more effort into your breath. Full inhales, steady exhales. And slowly we can gather the knees back towards midline. Maybe rock and roll side to side feels good. Maybe you go right to the other side of the mat. Knees to the left. Again, we want to keep that right shoulder magnetized towards the mat as best as you can, but it doesn't need to touch. Find your breath, find your depth, and breathe. A couple more moments in this shape. Once you feel good left to right, let's come back through center once more. In your own time. You can find that rock, that gentle rock side to side if that feels good. And when you're ready, your feet can come to the mat. Keep the knees bent here. Hopefully your bolster is within arm's reach because we are going to use that here for this next shape. So take that bolster, coming into just a quick bridge. We're gonna lift up the hips and place that bolster underneath, kind of like right at the base of your tailbone. Sheesh, sorry for all that lift, that's quite up there. But once we're here, I promise this will feel good. We'll release, we'll relax on top of this support. If you're at home, pillows are a great option. Rolled up blankets are a good option as well. So you want to have it kind of right above your glute muscles, right at the base of your spine. Arms can be wherever's comfortable, maybe one hand on the belly, one on your heart, maybe arms wide. And then stay here if this feels good. If you'd like to do a little more single hip flexor stretches, we're gonna bring that right knee up and go ahead and find a grab on that right knee, maybe in the front or back. Keep that knee bent here and pull it towards the chest. You might start to feel something here on that left hip flexor, front of the left leg. Maybe you walk that left leg straight, keeping a hold on the right leg, and maybe now you start to feel a little bit here. This can look however you want it to look and feel however you want it to feel here. 2 more breaths on this side. And if the left leg is long, slowly begin to bend at that knee. Release the right knee to meet the left and pause here for a moment. On your next inhale, you can bring the left knee towards towards the chest if you did on the other side. And even if you didn't on the other side, you want to just try it out. You can extend that right leg long and find your variation of this shape. I'm going to bring back the gentle reminder of those affirmations from the beginning of class. If any of those stuck out to you, you can repeat them here as well. Release tension to invite relaxation. I release tension to invite relaxation. I release resistance so I can flow. I release resistance so I can flow. I release busyness and invite healing. I release busyness and invite healing. Once you feel good on this side, you can slowly begin to bend that right knee. Release the hold on the left leg. And for just enough effort to remove that bolster from underneath, press your feet into the mat, sweep that hop to the side, and pause and breathe for a moment. It may feel good to bring the knees together, maybe heels out wide, or maybe you try the opposite. Maybe your bottoms of the feet come together and the knees splay out wide. Take a few breaths here. Let the spine just kind of realign in this shape. We've got 2 more postures left in class. If this feels good for you, you just want to relax the rest of the time, you are more than welcome. We'd like to transition to the next shape. Let's roll to a quick seat. We're going to grab onto the bolster. This next one is a wonderful heart opener, one of my faves. You know where we're going. Take that bolster, place it right at the base of your spine. And then you're just going to lay on back. Really feel that opening through the chest cavity, through the arms, and then you can lay the arms out wide if that feels good. You can keep the knees bent or you can extend them long. This can look however you want it to look. And this is a really awesome shape to remind you of your breath. I feel that you can take great big inhales here with the chest lifted. So maybe try that for the next few moments. Try to take a little bit of a bigger inhale than your last breath. Inviting in that relaxation, inviting in that new energy. After a few rounds of simply focusing on the inhale, maybe you switch and focus on a slightly longer exhale for a few moments. Take a breath in. Exhale, you can release any focus on your inhales or exhales. And just remain with a normal breath. As promised, just one more shape in practice, and that is our Shavasana. This supported fish pose is an awesome option for Shavasana, so if you want to stay here, that's super cool. If you want to remove that bolster and just lie flat on your mat, or maybe take a seat, that's also an option for Shavasana. It's your time to kind of make those adjustments. And as you settle into your final resting shape, I want to remind you that you still have this dedicated time that you set aside for yourself. So even though the movement, even though the visual is done, there's still a little bit of time left for you to commit to that intention, whatever brought you here today. So for these final moments, I invite you to just be, to just breathe. Enjoy this space. I'll mind the time, and I'll gently guide you out in a few moments. I want to invite those affirmations just one last time. Let them kind of stick with you and resonate, or not. You can repeat them to yourself. I release tension and invite relaxation. I release tension to invite relaxation. I release resistance so I can flow. I release resistance so I can flow. I release busyness so I can heal. I release busyness so I can heal. I wish I had the rest of the afternoon to kind of guide y'all through meditation and breath work, but this has concluded our time, so whatever pace works for you, I'd invite you to join me in a nice tall seat just as we began our session. We close out and honor one another. Sitting in a tall seat, maybe eyes gently blinked closed. With your next breath, reach your arms up overhead. Palms connect and hover down over your heart space. May there be peace in the mind, strength in the body, and love in the heart. Namaste.
Drink lots of water. Thank you for coming.